We got a pretty decent storm roll through here over the last couple of days and had a lot of wind and put down maybe 6 to 8 inches of snow, I'd guess. And I don't know if you can see, but this cow just calved right here. The calf's gotten up and looks like it's trying to suck now. I'm gonna be heading out there to feed here in 2 or 3 hours, and I'll go check on that calf then. I just want to leave them alone for now, let them kind of do their thing. I'm gonna get mothered up and hopefully get some of that colostrum in them. I was hoping these cows that I bought would calve a little bit closer to February, but this is the 4th calf we've already had. So I've been watching the weather pretty closely the last couple of days, and it's got us in a winter storm warning for the next 3 or 4 days. They're saying we can maybe get up to a foot and a half of snow, and the wind's going to be around 35 miles an hour. So the snow doesn't really concern me near as much as what the wind does. We usually don't get too bad of winds here, just being in the valley that we are. We're usually pretty sheltered and we don't get those high winds that you see in other places. But so when we see those 35 mile an hour winds, that's getting up there a little bit. So I'm just going to try to get ready for some of these storms. I'm going to try to get some of these doors shoveled out so I can get into this milk barn, and I got my little calf warming hut set up in there. Then yesterday I wasn't able to film it, but I was able to drag another one of these calf shelters up here. So I've got 3 of these calf shelters set up, and just hoping to give all these calves as much shelter as they can get and maybe provide a little bit of windbreak for the cows. So in this video, I thought it'd be pretty interesting to bring you guys along with me for about a week and show you how we prepare for these storms and how we deal with them once they get here. I'll probably have to make it into a series because there's gonna be way too much content to put into one video. So for everyone that hasn't seen this room, this is just part of our old milk barn. We got our old bolt tank here, and this is where I put my calf warmer, my little hut at. Just some wash bays. We mostly use it for storage now. So we still got this old calendar on the wall. The date September 1998. So I assume that's pretty close to the time we quit milking cows. I would have been around 9 years old back then, so I never got too involved with the milking part, but me and my brother's chores were always to feed all the, the bottle fed calves and keep the calves fed, do things like that. I'm just going to check on these other calves before I mess with that new one. There's one right over here running around. I think that's the oldest calf there. And there's the second oldest one right there. I don't know if you can see her head right there above the straw. Everybody seems to be doing good, so we'll check on our new calf, give it its vaccines and tag it, and see how it's doing. If it's a little bit chilled, I'll probably take it back to that milk barn and throw it in that calf warmer, at least for an hour or so. I'll bring it back out. The tractor's looking a little cold. It's another heifer calf. All we've had so far this year is heifers. So her mouth feels pretty warm. She's shivering a bit. I'm probably going to tag her and give her vaccines. I might run back out here in the side-by-side and run her up to the milk barn. Takes it for maybe an hour or so. I'll bring her right back out. She's moving around pretty good though. So before I go grab that calf, I'm gonna run to the milk barn and get that little calf warmer going, get it warmed up for her. Do this real quick before the mom sees us. So we'll just let her hang out in there for a little bit, and then we'll run her back out to her mom and just keep a close eye on her tonight. So it's been about 45 minutes, so I'm just coming back over here to check on that calf. So reading the instructions on this warming hut, they say to try to keep the temperature as close to 100 degrees as you can. And so right now we're sitting at 105. I don't know how well you can see that. 107, somewhere in there. Of course, they said the temperature is going to be a bit warmer up in the top of the hut than it will be, lower where the calf's at. So that's probably about right where we want it. Then if I use this one of these days when it's really cold out here, I brought over a blanket that I can drape over the top of the hut here, try to insulate it a little bit better. This milk barn is definitely warmer than it is outside, but it's still not super warm. It's probably 10, 15 degrees warmer than whatever it is outside. So I also brought over a towel to dry our calf off, and let's see how she's doing. Hey, Kiwi. How you doing, Kiwi? Oh yeah. Well, it's nice and warm. She's doing pretty good. She's pretty well dried off, so I'm just gonna rub her down a little bit with this towel. Then I'm gonna run over and put a little bit of straw in the back of that side by side, so I'm not laying her down in the snow. And we'll run her back out to her mom. I'm always amazed with these baby calves and how hardy they are. And if you can just get them up and get them, dried off and get some of that colostrum in them, they seem to do pretty good, even in weather like this that we're having. Just gonna peel some of the straw bale off and throw in the back here and make a little bed for her. Grab some twine, because now that this calf seems to have some strength, I'm worried that she'll probably want to jump out of the back of the side-by-side. We didn't have this side-by-side last year, so after using it tonight, I can see I probably want to build some kind of cage I can set in the back there that I can just open and close, and when I have to haul these calves around, just something that'll keep them from wanting to jump out. Nothing too crazy, but thinking maybe I could build something out of sucker rod. I got a bunch of scrap sucker rod. Try to figure out something with that. What do you think? Ready to go back out and find your mom? Easy calf. So I just tie one of the back legs to one of the front legs. Seems to keep them moving around too much. So there's that cow's mom right there, cow number 8. So I'll probably just drop her off here, let the mother kind of smell it. Then I might try to lead them over here to one of them shelters and stick her in there. In the shelter. Come on, Heavy. Okay, Heavy. Just gonna check on these other calves, and looks like we got one in here. That's the wrong mom. This is the right mom here. Down there, number 8. So now they're right by the shelter. I'll just leave them alone. Hopefully they'll just mother back up. But I'll just leave them be. And I'll just come back out here in an hour or two and check on them. See where they're at and see how she's doing. I just like to make sure that the mom finds her, at least smells her before I leave. So that's all I did. This is going to be my last check for the night. I'll see how that calf's doing. And hopefully nobody else has calved so far today or tonight. So that cow's over there bellowing by the fence where she had that calf at, so she must have forgot where we stuck this calf in this shelter already. That's our oldest calf there. Looks like the new one's there in the back. So I'm gonna drag him out and show him to his mom. All right, Caffy, look at your mom. She's worried about you. Up. There you go, gal. There she is. She knows that's her calf. She's been smelling it and licking it. So we'll just see what happens tonight. We'll come back out here first thing in the morning and see how they're doing. Come on, cows. Come on, cows. Don't got any food for you tonight. Get out of the way. Come on. Move.